Hey Aquarius, it's Denise Stargazer, and I am here with your February 2022 Tarot Insight reading. Hey beautiful Aquarius, it is your season right now. Obviously it's February. Man though, you've been going through some change. You and I both know this. You are in the most pristine time to be your true authentic self in every single way. And if there is nothing else that you take away from this tarot insight reading, it should be this. Live your life unapologetically. Do not bend or cower down to anybody's expectations. You know why? One of your archetypes is the truth sayer. You're also the genius. So people misunderstand you because sometimes you're trying to negotiate between the thing that you know is true and the very inquisitive, unique ideas that you have, and then your ability to be honest without hurting other people's feelings. You got to be true to who you are. If Aquarius shows up for somebody else's energy, whether that's like a family system, a parent, a relationship, it never works out well. Aquarius has to be unapologetically themselves, so truth sayers, and they have to do so to commit to the goodness of their own created families and the community. So there's something about Aquarius that includes sharing with other people those really unique characteristics of you. And this is a month to do that, 100%. So your other archetypes, so the truth sayer, the genius, and the revolutionary, because guess what? In the entire zodiac, Aquarius, you are the one that seems to have the solution to the challenge that is like completely different than anybody else would come up with. It's a gift. It's like a freaking skill set that you have. And I'm kind of jealous. I mean, it is beyond, it's beyond ordinary. So it's extraordinary. All right. That being said, let's get the cards ready. So this is for Aquarius. Tap 3 times. Sean would love to blow into the thing to make the intention stick. So this is for your February overview. And you know me, holy water. A little bit on me doesn't hurt either. Okay, so cut the cards. Here we go. You have definitely been doubting yourself though. There is this really instinctive part of you, 4 of Cups reversed, that feels like your ego takes over and you're just kind of meh. You don't necessarily always know what the right thing is, and then you get stuck in your thoughts. So then you wind up overthinking, you overanalyze it, it turns into this quagmire of bullshit and it doesn't help you. But that's illusion, because here's the deal. Even though you have the reverse 4 of Cups, we have this Ace of Pentacles that is bright and shiny right side up. This Ace of Pentacles is very auspicious to a new beginning, an inventive time in your genius life, Aquarius. Let this Ace of Pentacles take you into the energy of February. We're in the age of Aquarius, for God's sake. New moon this month in Aquarius. You're ruled by Uranus. In the modern age, Uranus is rebellious. It's unique as well. But you're also, in the old days, you were ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is the hard worker, the individual that is going to win the prize. You go the gauntlet. And here's the thing too. Here's the thing, Aquarius. When you know what you want, when you know unequivocally what you need to do, you're kind of like a Capricorn. I mean, you just like kick it into high gear and you kill it. So Ace of Pentacles, what is the thing that you're being asked to start? You got to make a choice. This card in reverse, don't let the ego speak for you. Make a choice, because here's the 7 of Pentacles that shows up and it's like, hey, baby, you have a skill, you have a gift, you have a specific feature of your life that wants to be, again, shared with community. What is that thing that you need to share? February is the time to share it. You got to share it in February, my love. You got to do it, because the 7 of Pentacles waits for no one. You know, besides my nose itching. Sorry. You know that whole thing where people say, if you don't make a choice, you made a choice. 7 of Pentacles, baby. Make a choice. All right. So Knight of Swords, whoop, in reverse also shows up. that is an energy around you that feels like it might be taking you for a ride. If there's somebody in your life that is impulsive, also an overthinker, a know-it-all-y type of person, and if they seem to show up in the most inopportune time, you got to put a boundary down, tell them no, because whatever it is that they're selling you, you ain't buying. It is not worth it. So let that go. Knights are messengers in the tarot deck, and I always say that knights show up to like help us to learn something. Ugh, I hate that word learn. Ugh, I much prefer the word practice, to be very honest with you. But and I also feel like royalty in the tarot deck are people in your life. So whether this is somebody who's just here momentarily, it could be someone you work with, it could even be an ex, like an old relationship. Boundary, draw a line in the sand and tell them to get the F out, because it's just not going to help you. Oh, honey. Okay, so Aquarius energy is also at times resistant. Listen, every sign in the zodiac can have resistance, but for you, this resistance really includes the thing you know you should do, and you're like, not today. Maybe I'll do that next week. Yeah. You gotta put down the swords and you gotta go for the thing. Don't resist. If something is calling you, don't resist. Two of Swords. Don't victimize yourself, Aquarius. There's a moon in this. Moons in the tarot deck are awareness. Pay attention. This is the card of the stalemate, but it's also victimization. There is nothing holding her there on that bench, but look at all that water and all the emotion behind her. Ugh. So, sorry for the sound effects, not sorry. You have to process stuff. And death shows up next to the card of the stalemate. I'm going to tell you what, intuitively, this feels like an issue or a challenge that has been around you for a long time and you're not facing it. And the month of February is going to make you come out of the proverbial closet and really come to terms with something that has been difficult to face. Whether that is a behavior that you have been engaged in that doesn't serve you, whether that's a relationship that you know is completely overcooked and crispy. Hello, put a fork in it, it's done. Whether that is something that you use to sabotage all of the good stuff that you could create, because hello, genius, time to face it. So February is not going to let you off the hook. It could be associated with a very youthful, again, overthinking, thinking. You have a lot of swords around you, my darling. Page of Swords, youthful energy, swords, air, thinking, you're fixed air. No wonder you have so many swords around you. Hello. But this page is youthful, but in an immature way. So if this is an individual around you that is also preventing you from getting out of the behavior, like maybe you have a group of friends and you just go drink with them nonstop every weekend, and you just know, you're like, I cannot do this anymore. This feels like really totally outdated, and your body is like, oh, help me. Whether this is somebody who like lures you in with their bad habits themselves, let it go. So I guess one of the big themes I should say then for you for February is let go of what doesn't work, because you're coming into a spiritual time, judgment, the ability to know what you need. This could also indicate that you may be doing something in your home, and you might be renovating, you might be changing a room, you might be reorganizing the furniture or the feng shui of the flow of the room. Do it. Judgment, though, is also a spiritual journey. So there is definitely an opportunity for you, Miss or Mr. Aquarius, in the month of February to spiritually evolve. Okay, last three cards. Okay. Gosh, more youthful energy around you. So the reverse star is spilling over, crying over spilled milk. The star in reverse is a little bit sad. It's kind of that longing for something, almost like a longing for home, and you don't know where home is. This to me goes with this reverse death card. Like, what is the thing that has to be done? Let it go. Seriously, just don't even look back. Because your Two of Wands tells me that you are in the perfect place to grow to the next level. If you're an entrepreneur and if you have a business, this Two of Wands is saying, let's do it. Twos are always duality. Make a choice. This one or that one. Light, dark. Death, rebirth. How do you want that to go? And travel. There could be travel coming up for you too. So February, and I will say this intuitively, February is the month to play on the travel, and then the travel shows up like in the year. Last card, Page of Pentacles. Right side up, I really like this dude. In reverse, kind of a pain, maybe a little greedy. Could be the energy of a person that reminds you of times in your life where you felt out of control, especially financially. So don't fall for the scheme, don't fall for the sales pitch, just don't do it. Focus this February on you, your genius nature, the characteristic self that you bring forward to your community as somebody who can share, expand, invent, and show us 100% how to be authentic. All right, Aquarius, thank you for being here. Mwah! Peace and love to you. I'll see you next month for March. Take care.